Hey YouTube! So today's video is coming to you in two parts. Part 1, childish fantasies or impulses, and part 2, slave labor. Part 1, childish fantasies. So I'm sure that a lot of you when you were children were constantly come down with the urge to jump into giant puddles or kick rocks repeatedly or skip rocks across lakes or, I don't know, throw rocks at your siblings. Well, today I was possessed with one of those childish urges, and mine was a little bit more intense. It involved a pool, and it was great. No, I didn't push anybody in, relax. But I had water aerobics today, and so, I spent like half an hour, 45 minutes today jumping around in a pool, like being silly and, working out. And so on my way home from water aerobics, I walked through the pool in my apartment complex, and it was completely deserted. So I got in and I swam around for a little bit, and I shouldn't have, because I didn't have any sunscreen and I didn't have a towel, and I totally was not prepared at all to go swimming. But you know what? It was worth it because it felt amazing, and it was great to just like be swimming in the water and, not be there for class or not have any kind of requirement, and it was a lot of fun and it was really pretty. So it was great. Part 2, slave labor. So there's a kid in my thesis class right now who wants to base his thesis study on constitutional ways to require big corporations of America to have standards for their employees in other countries. Now, obviously, his thesis project is going to have a lot of international law problems and a lot of law problems on both sides, from the United States and from whatever country he focuses on, and additionally from whatever coworkers and whatever corporation examples he decides to use. However, today, while I was reading, blurbs in Yahoo News and whatever, I learned that there are some people who got a grant that are launching a website designed to tell consumers which products they're buying that were probably created using slave labor. And I thought that this was very interesting, and obviously it ties into this student's thesis because, while his thesis is focusing on paid workers who are underpaid and in really unsafe conditions, for example in China there's a lot of this going on, but there are still people who aren't being paid for their work, for makeup, for chocolate, for all kinds of great products that we like to buy that aren't being paid at all, and their situation is way worse than even the situations that are going on in China with these American corporations. And this student's issue is that because they're American corporations, they should be accountable to higher standards than what the other country and the other country's laws state. And he's not arguing that we should bring the jobs back to the United States, although he is acknowledging that that's a possibility. He is instead advocating for better workers' rights, and myself and his other classmates have encouraged him to look at, international law and the UN's requirements or suggestions on what rights a person should have and all of that. But that's his thesis topic. So I'm going to put a link to the website and to the article that I read about the website down in the underbar so that you guys can check that out, because I think it's something that's important and something that you all should definitely look into. And yeah, let's go bring about some corporation change. I think it's about time. So yeah, have a great day. Don't forget to be awesome.